This is a HeadGum podcast.
Hey. Are we recording?
Yeah.
Hey, everybody. It's me, William Haynes. This is She Didn't Text Back podcast. Before we get going with the show today, just want to let you guys know we're doing a live show in Los Angeles at the Hollywood Improv this Friday, May 6th at 8 o'clock p.m. Tickets are only $10. Please come. Yeah. Buy your tickets now, and we'll have a good time at the show. All right. See you.
I just realized some shit. Can I tell you what I just realized?
Tell me about it.
I just realized why people like karaoke.
Because you can do that.
That was so much fun.
It was.
Right before this podcast, to give a little context,
I try with you.
we were listening to, prepping for the show, looking at comments and all that bullshit. Prepping for the podcast, and we were listening to Views in headphones, and we both had
On
microphones.
purpose.
And you can hear yourself, and it's clear.
Yeah.
Karaoke, I think, I just
Okay.
realized, is fun as fuck.
Let me tell you.
Karaoke this Friday.
Definitely.
Let's
Let me
do it.
tell you why karaoke is really fun.
Uh-huh.
Okay. There's a certain bar that we go to oftentimes with our friends that.
Sardo's in Burbank. Hit it up. We might be there on a Friday night. Come through. We might have fun. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean this. I didn't really. I just got excited. And, I just sometimes. One of our friends lives right down the street, too. Fuck. His name starts with an E. Oh, fuck. What is happening? I can't control myself.
I have never in my life. I can't even hold the fucking microphone up, man.
What were you saying? I forgot. You were talking about karaoke or some shit. I try with you. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
What were you saying, motherfucker?
I've never had the energy broken like that.
I love to throw a little wrench in there sometimes.
A monkey wrench, my mom calls it. My mom has always said, this is one of her phrases, some people just like to throw a monkey wrench in it. What does that mean?
You need to just film your mom for like 2 weeks straight.
I should.
Make a documentary.
What makes me sad, though, is my mom is so tired now.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Yeah.
Can I say a sad thought?
Yeah.
And it's not even like related
I
to your
understand.
mom.
Yeah.
So my grandpa was incredible.
Yeah.
I've told you stories, the bottle story. Like, this dude was so fucking outgoing.
Yeah.
And, I was probably working at DeFranco's Horse-Fed for like a year and a half at this point. But, I've been shooting my YouTube videos for so long. Well, let's go back to the karaoke once we get there, but I want to share this really quick. I've been shooting videos for a long time and doing photography, so I knew how to shoot videos already. I might not be as good as I am now, but, I still had some knowledge. So I was like, I should make some sort of like documentary of my grandpa. Just sit him down, ask him questions, put B-roll. The whole family would love it. It would be amazing. And I never got around to it, and then he fucking passed away. And this isn't to like fucking translate that to your mom, but I realized I should have just done it when I had the idea, because I had thought of the idea and then sat on it for, too long, obviously. Yeah. But man, if I would have fucking did that, everyone in my whole family would have been like so thankful, and it would have been cool to see.
Oh, yeah.
So you should film everything, people. Fucking, I'm looking around like there's people in here. Fucking film it. It's cool. You can look back at it.
Yeah.
Karaoke. What were you saying about karaoke?
On purpose.
You're saying the reason
that
why
wasn't
people-
even important.
Yeah, but you're saying there's a reason why people like karaoke.
Oh, okay. So I lost all the momentum of the thing. I'll just get to the point. I saw some people doing karaoke, and they were doing it like they were about to kill themselves.
What the fuck does that mean?
Like, they were like, okay, well, like, if all else goes wrong, like,
We have this moment.
Yeah, because when you do it, okay, now doing it here in the room with you and me was fun.
Right.
Now do it in front of people, strangers, still very fun. Honestly, one of the funnest things I've done this year was when I did it that time with Joe. He did some weird American song, and I did, of course, I did the song I always do, with, and it was like scary.
How many people know what song that is just based off of that?
I bet you some people do. This man was so legendary, the way he breathed.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
That's some fucking legendary status right there.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is go, whoo!
Yeah.
Everyone knows who you're talking about.
All he was doing was breathing, and we know how he breathed.
Wait, so you did that song? That's the one time that I didn't come, right?
Yeah. I can remember you not coming a lot of times, but that's one of them.
Is that one of your
Yeah.
Is that a coming reference? Or
It
is
is.
that, like, coming to hang out?
I realized that, like, I watched a lot of sitcoms growing up, so I kind of act like I'm on one all the time. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like Barney Stinson.
Yeah, like Barney Stinson. He's one of them.
Did I tell you I just finished it again?
Did you?
I think 2 days ago I watched the last episode. Ava was crying. Yeah, let me tell you, tears were coming down her face. It's weird because I was definitely sad the first time we watched it. Well, to be fair, the first time we watched it together, I fell asleep. Remember? I would always fall asleep while we watched shit.
Oh yeah, you would always fall asleep.
Yeah, but then I rewatched it the next day and I was like tearing up.
Why do you think that is?
I get so comfy in my bed.
Yeah.
Have you been in my bed?
No.
My bed's honestly not even that comfy, but like
You
I
just
don't know.
used to it.
I just got my shit set up.
Are you only in your bed when you're going to sleep?
No, I'm in my bed a lot. Well,
Really?
no, well, like I watch TV at nighttime and shit.
Oh,
but
okay. That's what I've been doing, dude. I've been watching.
I saw your Snapchat.
Okay, my fondest memories in my entire life, wearing these blue pajamas, sleeping at my grandmother's house on her green couch. Nothing fucking mattered to me at all.
How old are we talking?
Talking anywhere from 4 to 8, 9, 10, 8, 9.
Are these pajamas like a onesie? Like, paint me a picture here.
Two-piece buttons, like 3 or 4 buttons on the front. There was a cartoon or something on it. Could have been like a little animal. I don't remember what it was. It was a little brown with little outlines around it. Outlines were red. Blue pajamas. And I just would always wear them. And I would just watch TV, sitcoms. And they were just so funny to me.
What did you watch?
Cosby Show. R.I.P. Bill Cosby. Sorry, he's dead now.
He died as fuck.
Yeah, he died in August 2012, as far as I'm concerned.
He fucked up. Is that when all that happened?
Fuck, no. That was like...
but that's when he died to you.
Yeah, he died to...
What else? Cosby's? What else?
The Roseanne.
Oh, yeah, you did watch that.
Yeah.
Is that funny?
Yes!
Really?
Roseanne is the funniest shit in the fucking world to me.
Really? I should check it out.
I die laughing watching Roseanne, Frasier, because they're just... This shit is so exaggerated. And now I have a huge not a huge TV, but like compared to back then, you remember TVs were like the size of this iMac.
Yeah.
So now like I have a regular person's TV and it's like bigger and I'm like, oh my God, she's wearing so much makeup. Like,
oh, really?
Yeah.
Wait, is it like HD now or no?
No, it's not HD now, but it's like...
Can they do that?
I'm sure they will. I've been thinking about this for a while. This has been my thoughts the past couple months. Someday I'm going to be in the hospital dying like everybody else, just sitting around waiting. Yeah,
I'll bring you like balloons or some shit.
But in the future, you can watch whatever you want. I mean, like right now, you can watch whatever you want. But now we're used to technology. Like, I want to turn on whatever is exactly what the fuck I want. So we're going to be like 89, laying in bed, and we could watch every episode of Naruto.
Yeah. It's gonna. I mean, that is a possibility now, isn't it? Like with Netflix and shit.
Yeah, actually, if I was dying right now, I'd probably watch.
You would be comfy as fuck if you just if you decide to like stroke out tonight.
Yeah,
is that offensive? That might be offensive.
A stroke out? No.
Yeah. I don't know.
My boys, they stroke in and out. Yeah. All my boys, yo, all my boys, they stroking out. What I gonna do? I'm probably gonna get the gout. Yeah, I'm dying, man, and I'm gonna.
But what if you did? Like, what if you had a stroke tonight? I don't even know the first step of what to do. I don't want to have
a fucking stroke because then you live and like half your body's fucked up.
And don't you you could like bite your tongue off and swallow it?
Yeah,
that sounds like the worst night I could have.
Okay, seriously, if I'm ever on the thing where they're like, all right, y'all are the family, y'all can pull the plug or not. If my body's fucked up.
Are we talking mangled like by a bear? What do you mean fucked up?
I'm saying if my body is like, I can't do shit anymore. If whenever I go somewhere, they're like, oh yeah, but my friend has this shit.
Oh, so like if you're paralyzed or something?
Or whatever that means. Crushed hand even. Just pull my fucking shit.
One fingernail ripped off? You need to paint the line here because I'm ready to pull the plug.
I'm saying like if I look like my haircut's a little fucked up,
Pull the plug.
Fucking plug.
Your parents would be fucking pissed at me.
Pull the plug before we got here.
Did you see that hairline? Did you see the hairline? He hasn't been hit for like 3 weeks, bitch. And then I slap the shit out of your mom.
And I come back from the dead. Mommy, he's right.
Oh, shit. Oh, damn. I want someone to draw that so bad. That would be the best memory and fucking visuals I can ever see.
Slapping the shit out of my mom.
Yeah.
And me going, Mommy, he's right.
Mommy. I mean, he's got a point.
My mommy need to learn, though, some things. I love my mom. I love her. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I gave her a goddamn Mother's Day present.
Mother's Day president?
Yeah. You know,
is Mother's Day a thing? Is that coming up?
Yeah, that's coming up.
See, when you...
wow.
When you wow, these holidays don't matter anymore.
They don't matter. You get to save so much money.
I think about Christmas and I think about my birthday and New Year.
Wow. I don't think about any holidays.
I think about, it's weird because as much as I am in the future, like thinking about like, oh, I'm going to be here in 5 years. When I'm like in the day, I'm only thinking about that day. I'm not thinking, oh, Memorial Day is in 4 weeks. What are we going to plan, Bobby? Like, I don't think, well, what the fuck? I don't have time to think about that. I'm worried about my anxiety over here.
Personally, the holidays, I don't care at all. Every day feels the same to me, which I'm finally kind of getting out of that. Can I be honest with you about something? I was on the balcony today and
thinking about jumping.
Thinking about living.
Oh, wow.
So much. I was like, I feel like I've begun my life today.
Wow.
I've learned.
Why today?
The past week of my life has been very different.
Really?
Yeah. I really needed to strengthen all of my abilities, my listening ability, my seeing ability, and I feel like I truly have, and I feel the world differently.
Wow. That's great. How did you do that?
Okay. In terms of like, all I did was I needed to learn about being healthy. I became healthy. This is the thing. Remember the other day I was like, if I explain this to you, it would be too long. I'm a layman terms that I was like, for the while I was like, you remember you were like, we were recording music and you were like, why are you yelling? And I was like, I'm not. Am I yelling? And you were like, and then we talked about it a couple days later and you were talking about how like,
not everything needs to be yelled.
Yeah.
Or like aggressive.
And you were like, can you hear yourself? And
yeah.
And I kind of went on a complex for like 2 or 3 days. And I was like, what does this sound like? What does that sound like? What does this sound like?
You were saying your ears are off.
Yeah, You pointed out to me. I like did everything to my ear. I fucking cleaned it out. I put hydrogen peroxide in it.
No shit.
And then that got stuck in there.
Did you Google this?
Yeah. And my mom used to say to always do that. And I got stuck in there. I pushed it farther deep in. And by this point, I was like fucking freaking out. Like I was like, my hearing was like off. And then and when you can't hear correctly, you cannot sing well, you cannot speak well. And I felt like I wasn't hitting the comedic notes that I wanted to hit because I couldn't hear myself. And then I just kept reading like what was going on, and I looked up, I need to drink more water. So that night, thanks you for switching rooms with me. Now I have my own bathroom. I would just lay in my bed, go to the bathroom, and drink a bunch of water. And then my eyes started watering. And I was like, what the fuck's happening? And then I felt my ears like begin to fill with water. And I was like, oh, I was dehydrated.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought you were like turning into a spider or something.
No.
Wait, so you think that you just been dehydrated for like
my
a long
whole
time?
life?
Yeah, because I was asking you the other day, and I mean, when you said it, I remembered, but like how you said you never drank water and all you drink was soda.
Yeah.
That's a real thing.
That's a real thing.
You definitely need water.
Yeah.
They say like 8 cups a day. I don't know if that shit's true. Yeah. I'm not saying that it's not true, but I just don't know. But damn, I don't drink enough.
Yeah.
Even like to this day, I think I had maybe a fucking gulp of water today.
And you know what I was saying a couple minutes ago, and you definitely should, about strengthening listening ability. That listening ability, I think, has extended to my body. I'm now listening to its discomforts. Before, I wasn't, and that's why I was so sad and didn't understand. I didn't understand
when your body was screaming and saying, "Will, I'm fucking starving.
Yeah.
Please put some nutrients in me."
Starving to death. I don't know. I liked it because it made me feel something.
What, the pain?
Yeah.
You're a weird
I know.
boy.
I'm past that, though.
Past what?
I'm past that, though.
The
Now
pain?
I'm just fucking hungry. I wish I could go in the past and see my old self and be like, hey, man, that's just some stupid shit. You can go eat anything.
Before you wanted to jump off the cliff, now you want to fly off the cliff.
No, I pretended for a long time. I don't have absolute privacy on that balcony, but I could be pretty loud. And especially...
Have you seen someone like looking at you?
No, I've never seen anybody.
I've never seen anyone out there.
Me either. And I was just going... I had about maybe 5-minute process where I acted out what I wanted my future to be and what I've always imagined it to be.
Right.
And,
I should do that for a video. That's cool. I like that.
But I did this in the sort of way. Remember how we freestyle in the beginning? We said this is only for us.
Right.
I did it in such a way that what I was saying was only for me.
Right.
And that forced honesty, as honest as my thoughts, putting my thoughts into literally the physical world, felt so good to me.
Did you come to a conclusion?
Yeah. How I'm gonna do that shit is.
Was that today?
Yeah, that was like maybe an hour ago.
You want to become the president? I know it. You back on that train?
Not necessarily.
Okay. Mayor.
I will be the mayor someday. I swear to God.
Right now, we're announcing your campaign.
Yeah.
Go ahead and take it away with the campaign.
Look, y'all, in the future, listen to this. I'm serious about becoming mayor. Look, I know I might mess up a lot, but that's me learning.
What state? What city? Where are we talking here?
We don't. Those types of things we don't. I was born in Richmond, California. Everything's so big to me. All the people in the shopping mart, all the people in the mall. I like to run between the racks and see all the different shirts and dresses and shoes. It's like I'm in my own forest, a forest filled by humanity. And as I come out, I see big people. I want to be one of them. I just don't know when.
That kind of made me nervous. Is that weird?
It conveyed an emotion.
I think because I was like watching you and you stood up. Obviously, people don't know that because this is an audio podcast. Yeah. You stood up and then you were looking up at the ceiling like if you were looking past it, which I'm sure in your head you were.
Yeah.
And you were actually looking at buildings. Though Richmond, I think, is pretty flat, so I'm confused on that. But for some reason, you standing up and like thinking and giving your emotions made me nervous. Like my heart is still pounding.
Really?
I've never experienced this.
This is one of the things I've learned over the past week. We used to talk about like comedians like Louis, and or people always say shit like this. They're like, "Do you think he's really that good, or do you think it's because he's like famous now he could do that kind of shit?"
Right. That's always a question.
It's not true. It's 100% learning energy and how to control it. Louis, his power is he knows the emotion of everybody out there, and he can really feel it, and he can throw it back at you, and you throw it back at. When he went on SNL and was like talking about getting molested, that was extreme.
Didn't he say like, energy. How come I didn't get molested? God, how do you do that on live TV? Like, if he did that in his special, I'd be like, that's fucking hilarious. And I still thought it was funny on SNL, but I was like, damn, it takes some balls.
On live TV.
On live TV.
What a fucking risk. Why would you do that to yourself?
Yeah.
He knows it's not about that. It's about, he said, I think I can control that kind of crap.
Did he didn't like apologize, did he?
No, I don't think so. That's the first thing you're going to apologize about?
Louis just doesn't. It's weird because I don't know if he doesn't give a fuck or if he's just being him. And like, he cares.
We'll never know.
But he knows at the end of the day, it's like he's telling jokes. Yeah. So it's not that big of a deal. And the bigger picture, it still like promotes something positive in a sense. So like maybe he's okay with it. I would love to learn his perspective because I only know it from the stuff he puts out, his show. You know what I get the most perspective from Louis is?
What?
Louis' newsletter email.
Yeah.
Where he like writes the, sometimes he'll write nothing. It'll be like one sentence. It'll just be like, buy my new show, Horton, whatever the fuck. But then sometimes he went on, did you see that Donald Trump one?
Yeah.
He went on like fucking 7 paragraphs and it's like, but you see his personality. You can hear him saying the words that he typed. I love it. It's fucking beautiful.
You know you're a good writer, and it probably sucks when you're like probably someone like John Green who wants to write like a character who is not you, but when people can read in your voice, like anybody can read in Morgan Freeman's voice. His voice is that captivating.
But is that more of an impression? Because like Louis,
Morgan Freeman's.
It's not like I hear. It's not like I'm trying to do his voice. I just hear him saying it.
You know where he would put those notes on.
Right, like the way that he types is the same way he delivers his jokes.
I would love to. I feel like when you get to do artistry like that, which is so pure, he's not an entertainer, he's an artist, and when you get to do that, you comes off in everything, and that's just incredible.
Speaking of art, I think it's time. We've never really done this. I think it's time to talk about views.
No idea. Oh, I was like, what the fuck?
We need to talk about views. We need to talk about how we listened to it, where we were, where you were, and just how we absorbed it and how we feel about it. To start, views came out when? That was fucking
Friday.
Views came out Friday. And I was in my car calling you. I think it was probably like, 9 o'clock at this point?
Yeah.
I'm like racing home. I'm like, fuck, because I know, and I'm downloading views. I'm on Ava's phone actually, and trying to call you so we can like drive through like the hills and just park somewhere in front of like a fucking cool modern house that we want and like when we'll get in like 5 years. But just to listen to the album and experience it. But you weren't answering, and I called you like 3 times in a row. I called Sam 2 times in a row, and then right when I ended the call with Sam because he didn't answer either. Which, like, what if I fucking died? What if I was, like, about to fall off a cliff and the only two people I called don't answer?
Okay, you've been mentioning this cliff shit too much lately.
I'm trying to find a cliff. But, yeah, so neither of you answered. And then you texted me right after. And then I figured, oh, he's listening to on the radio or on Beats, whatever the fuck. And you don't want to, like, answer the call because you'll miss it because it was live. I didn't realize that till later. But you finally answered.
Yeah. Okay, should I say where I was?
Yeah, go ahead, say yours.
Don't remember about anything before it, but the hour before. So what I bought these two speakers recently, which have been the great keys and like helping me hear things because I know that was an issue in my videos on William Haynes TV for an issue for a while. I'm trying to get better sound quality, but most importantly,
Good
I have
plug.
to.
That was sly.
Oh yeah, I'm doing some Amir shit.
That was good.
Don't think we're not on to you, Amir. So good, excellent. But I put them on the table, but on top of my on our kitchen table. And I listened to the interview before.
Which was fucing great.
Incredible with Zane Lowe, who's interviewed him before.
So great. I love like how he like slyly, we'll talk about that after. Keep going.
Oh no, the interview with, and then, so I was so into it. I had never given anything in my life this much attention. I mean, some people are like, man, just off of that shit. Shut the fuck up. Oh my God. I don't give a fuck what you have to say.
And normally when an album comes out, you wait weeks, months, fucking years sometimes to even listen to it. So.
I don't want to consume things on my own time. And this one I was like, you know what? I want this one right now.
Well, we've been waiting.
Yeah, I've been waiting for this.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Drake went the total opposite way of promoting this. And he just, and not in like the way of, if you're reading this, it's too late, just as in, I'm going to tell you when it's going to come out. I'm not going to be like, yo, this shit's dope. And it came out. So yeah, I listened to the interview and I sat there. And I just didn't see any of your phone calls.
So you got you got like 6 songs in. Because I was like, well, I can't get in touch with Will. I'm just going to listen to it in my car with Ava. Yeah. So we parked the car in front of like near our house and listened to it. And then you finally call me back. So then you hop in the car with us. Yeah. But goddamn, the vibes were strong. That shit, it's weird because I've been looking it up. I looked it up today. Like I looked up some people that like review music that I like respect their opinion, even though majority of the time I don't have the same opinion.
That's smart.
And a lot of people don't like don't like Views.
Really?
Yeah, like one person gave it
I haven't looked it up at all.
Pitchfork gave it a 6.8, I think, if I'm remembering correctly.
No way.
One of the dudes that reviews music, the one I was referring to, he gave it like a 4. And he said nothing was the same as awful as well. And I was like, what the fuck? Nothing was the same as dope.
I mean, what's their ideal for this genre is my question.
Well, he's not a Drake fan, but he likes, if you're reading this, it's too late.
Okay,
like,
so he wanted a rap album.
Right. Well, he it's weird. He brought up points saying that he doesn't like that when Drake is in this like weary, wandery, dream-like world, which I get that. Even though I like that. He says he doesn't like when he talks. He's like, all he is talking about his emotions, and it's like his ex-girlfriend. And I was like, what the fuck? That's the art. Yeah. That's the best part.
He's telling you about the experience he's had that have affected him the most.
Right. So I'm like, how the fuck can that like, to me, that's what I want to hear from every artist. And whether it's about a girlfriend or like a tragedy in their life or a happy time in their life.
Shit, if you like the tree a lot, let me hear about that tree.
Yeah, like, but if you're just going to be talking about, oh, I'm fucking bitches in the club, like, I don't want to hear that. That's garbage.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a time and place for it. But, like, yeah, so his points were weird and I didn't agree with it. But he's always well thought out. But I think the tracks are fucking incredible. There's, like, 2 that I think are kind of like, they're not bad necessarily, but they didn't need to be on the album. But that fucking opening track, what is it called? Keep My Family Close? Whew, what a way to start the fucking album. Keep the family close.
Yeah.
God damn.
So the reason why I appreciate the album so much, obviously, is because I'm a very big fan of him. I consume him so much that he's like a friend to me. I know he's not, I don't actually know him, but he's a friend to me, so I want to hear what he has to say. This is the same as if you came out with an album or anyone I love. I mean, I know it's weird to say, like, because I don't know him, but that's just how I feel. A lot of people feel this way. And so I really wanted to hear it. And like, I felt like in this first track, and he and 40 together, because when Drake's not talking, 40 is emotionally. I feel like they both said, this is us going for it 100%. This is how we feel.
Right.
And I really loved it.
What is your favorite track?
That one makes me feel too much. That's like Don't Stop Me Now.
Yeah.
So like I can't always listen to that.
Yeah.
But between that one and Feel No Ways.
Yeah, Feel No Ways is fucking.
I love them all.
It's fucking a Church's song with Drake on it, which is like something I love. Like I love Church's first album. I think it's incredible. I outplayed that shit so much.
Yeah, I remember.
What was that, like 2013?
Yeah, that was
2013.
Karaoke Park.
I played that Church's album too much. Like our neighbors were probably annoyed, let alone you.
Nah, I was always cool with it.
Feel No Ways is dope. I fucking love. Which other ones? I'm looking at the track list here. I like the track Views. I think it's dope. I like Child's
I don't even
Play.
know the names of the tracks because I just listened to them.
There's so many.
I
that
like
it's
all of them.
Yeah, they're all good.
I'm sorry, I'm a Drake fuckboy.
But Feel No Ways is the one that I keep going back to. Like I've replayed that one so many times.
Because we got love for it for a special reason.
Will and I mean everybody, along with everybody in the fucking world that likes Drake, we found that Vine that was posted. I think it was like something from his Snapchat that someone recorded and leaked it.
Someone follows him on Snapchat and ain't a real friend because they recorded it and uploaded it to their Vine. And it looks like they kept like to get people to go to their Vine. And it was just,
for a minute, I thought that was a real Drake Vine.
I did too.
Look, Drake. I just, I appreciate you, man. Like, you're an artist. I look up to you. I'm not trying to be you, but I'm definitely inspired by you. And look, I want to know what you do on a daily. Let me get that Snapchat, man. William and I would love it. We would sit in our rooms in the same bed and cuddle and just laugh. You would make my dreams come true. Please. Email me. All right, thanks. That's fun to do.
Shout out to Tiffany and Stephanie's. Yeah, it is.
That's fun to do. Yeah, he's got a Snapchat, and for some reason it hasn't leaked yet. Like, how the fuck is that even possible? You're Drake.
Yeah.
You're Drake.
I guess he only adds real people. I would love to have him on Snapchat. I would watch the whole thing.
And you don't even watch people's Snapchats.
I mean, it's just, I don't watch anybody I know because, like, I know if I know you. I know what you're doing.
Right.
So, like, why would I watch your Snapchat? But strangers or, like, people I don't know, yeah, I'll watch that.
So we got in my car and we listened to it, and it was like, by the time the album is long, it's like an hour and 20 minutes.
Is it?
So we sat in there, listened to the whole thing, and then when it finished, we were kind of like silent for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then I was like, this is the fucking best day of my life. Too much good shit happened on that day.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I think the album is solid. We always talk about how we love Drake, but we never like talk about when he drops a new single. Everyone always emails us saying, "What do you think? What do you think?" And we never acknowledge that.
Yeah.
But I think it's we needed to say something.
Honestly, like just as the reason why in the interview before. I love it just as much as the album.
Me too.
Because
me too.
From my perspective, like this is a for me and my friend group, this is a figure in our life who we like think is really cool, and we never get to hear this person speak like on a podcast, like what we do. And it was just that, and just to hear him in his honest tones, like this is how I talk for real. That's great.
What if someone listens to this podcast who knows Drake, and fucking 3 months from now we have Drake on this podcast?
I would. I'm sorry, don't do that because I might have to blow my brains out.
I would jump off the cliff I've been talking about. That's the time. I would do the podcast, press upload, publish the shit, and fucking drive out in front of the cliff.
I know if the time came, I would just talk to Drake.
No joke, I got the chills right now thinking of that.
I would just talk to him, but the moment that he if he's in my sight, I'm gonna be cool. I'm gonna act cool.
The second he leaves,
I'll tell him anything. I'll be like, yeah, what's up, man? Yeah, what's good with you? And the moment he leaves, I'm gonna go in my room and blow my brains out.
I want to be in here, and I'm in here from over here on the other side of the room. Well, Will did it.
Yeah, I finally did.
You know what my favorite moments, like favorite memories that I can think of our friendship?
What?
So I can't think of the specific event that or the shenanigans that we were into, but I'm sure you will know what I'm talking about. Stand up really quick.
Okay. I have no idea what you're
You know those moments when we're out doing something, getting into some crazy shit, and I go, well, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And I just I put my hand on your shoulder and just I don't know. Okay, we're gonna do this. We're just gonna wing it.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Those are my favorite moments. I can't think
You
of
know what?
when's the last time we did that.
You know what? Me too.
I fucking love those moments.
You're right. That does happen every once in a while.
Like, okay, so to give a little context, every now and then Will and I will go out somewhere and we're kind of going out of our comfort zone, or maybe we snuck our way into some shit, but we'll be in the middle of it and then kind of like have to step away for a second and like recuperate, like, and fucking look at each other, re-look at the situation and be like, look, it's gonna be okay, we're gonna get through this. This shit's insane. I can't believe we're doing this. Let's go do it. It's like, what's it called when the fucking right before
the team
the team goes out to like fucking do a little chant. What is that? And they all put their hands in. That's what I feel like we do.
That is what we do. Team up.
Yeah, I think that's why I'm excited for VidCon.
Yeah. Dude, I've realized I am so blessed. I have so many good teams. I'm on so many good teams.
What do you mean?
Me and you, me and Steve, me and Raina. I got so many good friendships, people that I love to talk to.
Right.
Some people don't have that.
Yeah, I didn't have that growing up.
Yeah.
It's hard. That's the hardest thing to get. I was talking to Maureen the other day, and I was like, I feel like I have 3 friends, and that's it.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, I'm cool with that.
It's just like, think to yourself, you have people you talk to and people you love, but how many people can you really talk to?
The 3.
How many people can you go up and say, hey, how you doing?
Oh, I can do that to anybody.
Yeah.
It's weird. My first week off, and I made 2 new friends.
Yeah, that's cool.
And that's like a weird thing because that's not something I like. I'll meet people like at parties, and they'll do the thing that everybody does, and like, hey, let's hang out, and let's go get like breakfast or something or coffee. And I go, yeah, sure, and I just never do it just because like I don't know, I bail on it. But because I didn't have a job, I was like, look, Darren, you literally don't have an excuse, and who knows what you'll learn. And I did it, and it's actually fun. Like I went to coffee to talk with a high school friend who's doing great, and he was always super talented, but fuck, it was just a good time. And all we did was like catch up and talk about music and what the fuck he was doing in his life and what I'm doing in mine. I was like, oh, that's why people like Friends.
Well, it's because you when you have a day job, you over soak up your social quota.
Especially at the place where I used to work and where you currently work. Like, we're hanging out all day. I don't need to hang out anymore.
There's people around all the time.
I'm tired. I want to lay in my room. That's what I want to do now. So like,
I'm really trying to get to it, man.
Get to what?
Just life. I'm so excited.
But you're to it right now.
Yeah. I'm in it. I'm in a jog right now.
Yeah, we're pacing it.
I'm like, I just keep telling people, life's a jog.
Life's a jog. That's another subtle plug to Will's most recent video where he's jogging in it.
Yeah.
So if you haven't seen it, go check it out.
Would you believe I have been saying that all day and have not realized that?
Saying what?
That I've been saying life's a jog all day to everyone. I like to make a point. Can't leave a room without making a point.
Right.
That's been my point most of the time. Just realized I made a video that I put up yesterday called Life's a Jog. And that's why I feel that way. I really felt that one. I don't know about you. I think that's some of our best collaborative work.
Yeah, I think that's very good. Very good. I was impressed by the editing. Because the first cut was not looking hot.
Oh, no. That was just like the bare bones.
Right.
I knew this is how I envisioned it to be. Actually, this is 3/4 of the way of where I envisioned it. The color's not... I know... No, neither... Well, I don't know how to color things very well.
Neither do I.
I don't know... Like, there are people who do this professionally.
All I do is I add the 3-way color corrector, close my eyes, and drag some shit. And then go, yep, good enough.
Match the saturation, okay.
Yeah, that's all I know. Favorite part of to go back to the interview, is there anything from the interview that you like kind of grabbed onto and was like, I like that, I like what he said, I like his perspective on that?
The 3-day rule.
What was the 3-day rule? Oh yeah, that was actually really good.
There's a friend of ours who, like, you told me recently, you were like, hey, this person's been doing something, and I was like, what, this person's been doing something? And you were like, yeah. And I was like, I'm gonna go tell that person that I don't like that they've been doing that. And you were
I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. Write their name with your hand. That would be so much easier. Okay, I know that letter.
Has been.
Oh, okay, yeah. So,
and that's this is too personal. I wouldn't say. And I was gonna be like, "Hey, don't do that." And I was like, "I'm gonna listen to Drake's mom's 70 or dad's 72-hour rule." and sit on it and not be angry about it. Mm-hmm. And I did, and I thought about it, and I realized that has nothing to do with me.
Right. That's their thing.
That's them, yeah.
If that's what they want to do, that's what they want. If they're not harming anybody.
Yeah, absolutely not harming anybody.
That was really good.
Harming society, but that's something else.
3-day roll. What I liked, damn, you picked something really good. For some reason, the part that stuck out with me is when he was talking about Nikki. And he was just like, we don't talk.
Yeah.
I got a lot of love for her.
Really? That was like...
That's what stuck out for me. It was weird because I listened to it in the morning the next day.
Yeah.
And I was like, I kept falling asleep. So when I would come out of it again, I would have to like rewind it. So I listened to it like fucking so many times.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just like how like calm and like he's so just normal.
Yeah. I've realized that what the other thing I really liked from it that I'll share is what he was talking about, like how he was like every night in the studio isn't glamorous. Like sometimes me and 40 would just be talking, and I was like, it's
beautiful,
very much a part of it. Like because of my job, I get in the monotony of the day to day. Like this has to be done today. But if I was, I really do try my hardest over there. But if I was trying to make one large collaborative work, all the work can't be done in one day. Some of it needs to be talked out.
Exactly. Oh, I just realized too, one part that is very useful, and I thought it was really cool and inspiring. Fucking, if you're reading this, is too late, and Hotline Bling was all recorded in a goddamn hotel room.
Yeah.
That is so cool. So fucking cool. That means that they just put up some like fucking acoustic foam and like whatever vocal treatment they put in the room, and he just like recorded it there.
You know why that inspired me? Because I believe in order to do that, Drake would have to have, he would probably usually travel.
Sorry, what?
I feel like that made me think that he probably travels with a lot of equipment and things. And my dream is to be able to do that someday. It's like, I know, like, right now I need 2 cell phones. I want 2 cell phones.
Why?
Just one for, well, no, not 2 cell phones, 2 laptops. One is for work, and the other one is for just my life.
Yeah, Googling and stuff.
Yeah, and like doing photos and having a good time. If I ever had, what's Drake got, like $70 million? If I ever had $70 million, I would have probably 5 laptops and a person to carry them.
Does he have a person to carry him? Does he have 70 million now?
Let's Google it. It might have been 20, huh?
Fuck. God, I thought it was like 25.
Yeah, if he had 70 million, that's some Jay-Z shit.
Well, actually, he said 25 cent.
On 25 mil, spent 18 of it on some pretty girls.
Yeah, the whole, like, the entire album is like about, girl, you're too expensive. And she's like, oh, I just like expensive things. I love those little interstitials.
And she's like, oh, God, yeah.
Is that, okay, how did he get that? Was that just a conversation they recreated?
Who knows?
Yeah.
Or it could be real.
All right, girl, read the script right here. Just go ahead and repeat that.
And he got some girl that was really, like, real. But there are a lot of, I mean, that the one with the accent, though, she was, like, too real. Do you think those girls, anybody in the interstitials gets, like, a writing credit or, like, any type of credit? Maybe not.
What if you have to legally, right? I don't know.
Maybe, yeah.
What if they're like, I want my feature?
I want my feature. I like his line in they want to be on TV right next to me. Don't you see Riri right next to me?
Yeah.
Yeah, they want to be on TV right next to me. I want to be on TV right next to Drake.
God damn. I feel like I'm putting this vibe out into the world. 3 months from now, we're going to have Drake on this podcast.
You know I can't help but being weird to people, so I can't wait to see the stupid-ass question I ask him.
I love that he said that he's going to get back into acting, even though he said, my acting days are over.
Fuck them.
Yeah.
Fuck them what?
Don't put me in that kind of spot, Will. You know, I get uncomfortable.
For life.
Yes, I'm excited to see that. So let's move on to the damn emails. Before we do that, we have a show this Friday. All right, it's at the Hollywood Improv. It's at 8 o'clock. It's at 8 o'clock. That's May 6th, 8 o'clock. Tickets are $10. So if you want to come and have a good time,
please
come hang out with the boys. We're gonna hang out afterwards in the parking lot until they kick us out, or until Will gets grumpy and wants to go home. Is that everything?
It's grumpy and wants to go home.
Tell me that's not some real shit.
I know. Last time I did it, I saw you get mad.
I had to pull you aside, and it wasn't one of those, all right, Will, let's do this. It was like, Will, you better fucking smile, bitch. Yeah, so if you want to send us an email, send it to shedidn'ttextback@gmail.com. For those people that are coming to the show this Friday, prepare some questions. I want to bring some people on stage. I don't know if the Hollywood Improv
way.
Why not,
Okay.
motherfucker? Why not?
Okay.
Huh? Why not, Daddy?
I don't know.
Why not? Sometimes it's about other things, Will. Sometimes it's about other things.
Man,
If Drake did an intimate show and he brought you on stage, wouldn't that be cool?
that'd be the greatest thing that happened.
So
to
let's
me.
have some good moments, all right? Why not? Do you have your phone? You want to read these emails?
Fuck, I didn't even screen cap them motherfuckers. That was on my laptop. I didn't send them to my phone. Damn. It's on my laptop.
Nah, here, I have them.
Okay.
I'll read it. You only sent me one. I don't know.
That's the thing. They're on my laptop on the desktop.
Here, I got some as well. So yeah, if you want to send us an email, shoot in text
I
back
don't like
at
the ones you got.
gmail.com. All right, here is one of the questions. This is from Nathaniel. And he says, this is an unrelated question of his email, but I really like this question. I want your perspective. He said, I'm Mexican, and I was wondering if it's so horrible for minorities like myself to say the N-word. Will, what are your thoughts?
Oh, man. We all know nobody should be saying the N-word.
Mm-hmm.
The N-word should never, ever be said by anyone. But if you're from the hood and you grew up and people was just saying that shit, you know what? My parents say we live in the ghetto. Some of these things... What the fuck?
Change up.
Yeah.
Can minorities say the N-word?
Now, you may know, some people can say the N-word. No, I can't even do that. I can hit that one. Can some people say the N-word? Some people are worms. Do you want to be treated like one? My life's not too fun. I've lost it, yeah.
What do you mean you lost it? I thought you were doing just fine.
I'm in my head now.
That sounded great. Oh, no. Will's going to get... Are you being insecure?
I'm so unpredictable. You hate people like me.
Now your dick's up against me. I don't
We've never
know.
done this during the podcast.
Yeah, that's what we shouldn't do this.
You know, I've never really touched you really during the podcast.
I don't. You see, now you're not. This is out of context, and this is only audio, so they're not really sure what's happening.
I mean,
Don't put your finger there.
Okay.
Just stop.
I saw a crevice and lead in my place.
Is that your answer to that question?
Oh yeah.
He sent us emails twice, and we never answer his question. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. What was the question again? Oh yeah, I don't know.
Can minorities say the N-word?
Probably. I don't know. You shouldn't though.
It depends what group you're in.
Shit, where you at?
You might get beat up though.
It's only wrong if you're in the wrong room. You know what I'm saying?
Don't say that the boys told you to say it, because if you get popped, that's your fault.
Don't
all right?
say it in my house, motherfucker.
Next email is from Joshua. This is like another racial slur. It says, as you can already smell, I am Jewish.
Oh no.
I'm a fan of Little Dicky, and I recall from listening to the podcast that you guys got to meet him. And his music, he uses the word kike. I don't know.
Does he really?
I guess so. I didn't know that. I'm reading this email.
Hilarious.
Which I think is dope and redefines the meaning of the word.
He does say that, huh?
He probably does. When I was explaining this to my teacher of my Jewish youth group, she did not agree at all. What are your thoughts on using slurs in rap and
That's
comedy?
terrible.
Does it enhance the art and redefine the word, or is it a cheap means of getting a laugh or rhyming? I have put my ear to every single episode from the start. Stay low. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Lil Dicky is so, like, artistically, like, okay, in terms of general public, that's fucked up. Don't say these words. But as artistically, like what the other fuckers over there would say, that's really funny. Because, like, you know, you could say the K word is like the N word, and only Jewish people could say it. No one should say it, but the people that could get away with saying it are Jewish people. He recognized that and made that his N word.
I didn't even think that people... Yeah, that's weird. Are people mad about that?
Probably not. Because who gets mad at any rapper that says the N-word?
Especially if you're a rapper, if you're like Lil Dicky, he's clearly doing jokes.
Who's like, Ludacris said the N-word?
Right.
Yeah, he did.
But is it different if it's not that word and it's like a word like the one Lil Dicky used?
Yeah, that's different. I don't know how they censor that on radio stations.
Oh.
Well, I don't think
I gotta see what song that's in, and I gotta see the
it
context.
wasn't in that one, though.
But do
Save that money.
I don't use racial slurs to enhance my art.
No, you don't have to do that.
Yeah, I don't think it really enhances my
You
art.
could try it, see what's up with it.
I like writing how I think and how I talk and how I feel, because then it's me and it's fucking authentic.
I do 100% think that we need to go absorb the Filipino culture, though.
Don't worry, but got it.
We would come back different.
Mom, sir, you want porno, mom, sir?
It's about life is about the things you really hear. Those are when you're walking down the street and you hear "Mom, sir, mom, sir." That's what you really heard.
Mm-hmm.
You really heard that because the bottle. You really heard that. That's why it's still in your head.
Yeah, the Philippines is a weird place. We should go.
Yes.
We should figure out a way to go.
Yes.
Next question. Hi, Darren and Will.
What's up, mother?
What were your first impressions of each other?
God.
How did you become friends, moving together, etc.? Your bromance is adorable. Love the podcast. What was the part? How did we become friends?
This is like one of those episodes on the sitcoms where it's a recap.
Yeah, recap for people that barely started watching the show. And like we need to like on the sly introduce you to the characters so you can ride along with us. First impressions of each other. I thought William was funny. We did a group interview.
Oh, yeah.
And at that point in my life, I fucking hated interviews. Not only did I hate interviews, I hated group interviews because then I'm like, oh shit, I got to perform in front of everybody. Even though we were applying for an internship, like that shit's easy.
Yeah.
Even though some people didn't get picked.
Big. I remember
That's
that very well. Yeah.
But yeah.
Lame asses.
I remember we were actually sitting next to each other. You were sitting to my right. And I was like, this guy has a tail. That's interesting. But you were for sure like the most camera ready person in a sense of like you were the second they started filming you, Danny started filming you. You were like, hi, I'm William Haynes and blah, blah, blah. Like Philly D.
God, I feel like fucking Michael Jackson all the time. Because
Really?
my fucking dad and parents made. I've been entertaining people my whole life.
Yeah.
It's my dad is fucking Joe Jackson. He just didn't have a whip.
Yeah.
Just bam, go. Hi, welcome back to whatever the fuck I'm on right now.
So you were, we each had to like film something because for filler. I don't remember, but yeah. you were the funniest one. And,
Only because I'm the only one that tried.
And then I think didn't I ask you for your number or some shit?
You did. I remember.
I never do.
Yeah, we were in the hallway.
Yeah.
We were in the hallway, and you were like, hey, we were just talking, and you were like, hey, what's your number in your channel? And I was like so freaked out. I was like, because this was like 2011. I was like, is he into me?
Oh, shit.
I wish you could have cut to whatever the fuck I just did to you a couple minutes ago. Hey, listen to this clip of you 5 years in the future.
Your dick is on me. Get off. Yeah. You really thought that, huh?
For a second, and then I went home, and then this was when, like, around the time Kim Jong-il died, so people were making videos about it.
Yeah.
You remember my stupid-ass friend that made the Facebook post, never heard of Kim Jong-il. So he wrote, all he heard was that he read a headline that said that Kim Jong-il died. So he went on Facebook and wrote, can't believe a leader has fallen.
Who the fuck? You need to tell me after this. Do I know who it is?
Yes, you know who this is.
Wow.
You only saw him a couple of times, and he wrote a full thing. I'll tell you, like, he went
What
at
an idiot.
Yeah.
Did you call him out in the comments?
No, I didn't call him out in the comments. I either messaged him or, like, called him, and I was like, dude, you know, like that. You know, he's like a murderer, right?
Wait, so he was just like, oh, yeah. I knew that? Or was he like, oh, shit?
Because I was a close friend with him. He was like, oh, shit, I didn't know that.
Really?
Yeah, but you had made a video also about Kim Jong-il, but making fun of it.
Right.
And I mean, and I was like, this kid is so weird. And that was the first time I saw Maureen, too, was in one of those videos.
Yeah, I think that's why this past couple weeks after we watched those videos and I've been like thinking about that and like who I was as a person. Like, I'm goofy. I gotta stay goofy.
Yeah.
I can't like be too serious.
I think
like,
you are goofy.
Yeah, fucking, and like you should see like how I am even by myself or like with Ava. Like even fuck, I'm weird, man.
I've seen
I'll
you.
even admit
I
it.
know. I know it when we do things like, you know, like the duck kicking game.
Yeah,
That's goofy Darren.
yeah, that's true, Darren.
Yeah, that's
What did I do when I was fucking on mushrooms? I came out with like a beanie and like like a sweater and
No,
a
you
zip
weren't,
up.
dude. You weren't even on shrooms. That was just the other day. That was the day we got on the bed and started jumping.
Oh yeah, this is the real me.
Yeah,
This is the real me.
this is the real me.
Emo me is the real me. Like the
Shit, go back to it.
I don't even mean emo as in sad. I just mean like for some reason I think emo kid and I think like fragile. Like he's got a fragile body and a fragile complex.
I feel different because this is so hard for me to say, and I don't need to say this out loud, but like I feel like my dad, and I feel like this is the real me.
How you're sitting right now, or what?
Just how I am as a person now. Like, I'm dressed like my dad now.
You got the outfits.
I dress like my fucking dad.
How long until you're wearing what are those called that he wears?
Dashikis.
How long until you're wearing those?
I know I'll be wearing dashikis by the time I'm 45.
Because he's coming to those parades.
Yeah.
He does those every year. I know you're going to wear one.
Yeah.
If he brought you one, you would for sure wear it. And it's going to start as a joke, and then you're going to go, oh, this is actually kind of comfortable.
Yeah, because my dad fucking knows because he has the same body as me.
Yeah.
So he knows this is what's comfortable.
Yeah.
But, damn, I forgot my point.
You're turning into your dad.
No, it was something else. What were we just talking about?
I was emo.
Oh, yeah. Fuck. But yeah, I like that shit. I think that's funny.
Did we answer this? Oh, yeah. So first impression. What was your first impression of me?
Oh, yeah. I thought you were really weird in your videos. And then, yeah, we just became friends. After that, once we really started hanging out, once you moved down the street.
We didn't even become friends until like maybe 9 months later?
Yeah, when you moved to
7 months
Reseda.
later. Yeah, that's when I was like going through a breakup and all that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we became friends, and then Will came
And that
over.
wasn't Snake Woman. That was...
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Different one. We played basketball, and then, yeah, you hung out with me and my friend Jesus.
Yeah, but it was different for me. You didn't understand.
What do you mean?
That was my main social interactions. So, like, plus, you guys were so older than me.
Yeah.
I was 19 when we started hanging out, and you were like, what, 22?
22, yeah.
22, just turned 22. And so to me, that was a big age difference. So I was like, I'm going to go hang out with some adults. And that was a lot of fun to me.
Even though, like, you're now 22.
Yeah, I am now the age.
That's a trip to me. You're only 22.
Yeah.
What the fuck? God damn. William. Whoo! Imagine when you're 28.
I don't know.
What is that person going to look like? Not even like physically. I mean, like, what is that person going to be into?
Who knows? You
might like getting pegged or something by that point.
You know what? I've been thinking about it lately.
Like, why not?
It's
Give it a
sensitive
shot.
over there.
As long as you lube it up.
If she stretched me out.
You good to go. 28 William.
Yeah.
Wow.
I never expected myself to make it this long. I have no idea what I'm doing from this point.
That's so dark. That's so dark. Yeah, what the fuck? Because like I can picture 28 Darren. Actually, I can't. He seems taller. I don't know why.
You can't get. You already done with that.
Does he not seem taller though? 28
Yes,
Darren.
yes.
He seems taller and he wears a lot of black.
I don't know what you'll be like. Actually, I have an idea because I am one of the closest people to you, and I know your behavior just as well as Mac. And I've seen some subtle things lately.
Hit me with them.
I don't want to tell you because I saw this documentary once about wolves, and they were saying the scientists said we study the wolves, but we don't let them know we're watching because that changes their behavior. And you cannot. And if I told you what you were doing, you would be too present about it. But I can see where you're going.
I would love to watch. I would love to see me like you see me, or like Max sees me, or like Ava sees, or anybody that's not me.
It's a lot.
I would love, yeah, because like again, I see the things you do and the way you act and like things that nuances or things that you always do that like I know you're gonna do it. Like when I called out, oh, you're gonna wear that headband now.
Yeah.
Like I knew you were gonna do that.
I didn't even know it yet.
Yeah, and I knew before you knew. But that's because I can watch you from a different perspective. Like imagine being able to watch if you just put up cameras in your house everywhere and then
Dude,
you just had it record for a
I've been
month.
saying this for a long
Could you just,
time.
if you watched it back, would I be able to learn the same perspective you have?
No, because that's a camera's perspective. You need it from a human perspective. Because when
I interact with
and
you.
I go like this, and I see you like this. Yeah. So
for those of you, he stood up and kind of nudged over so, to prove that I'm a 3D dimensional thing.
That's why Mac knows us all so well, and he knows when any of it, like when anything is different, he like, or dogs like, or big-eyed dogs like Mac know.
So you're saying that I could never experience myself?
No, if you were in my body and watched me, then you could.
But that's physically not possible. So
yeah,
within this,
what I've been saying is we need a big mirror
to just watch yourself.
Yeah,
but the second you know something's watching you, or you can see yourself, you act different.
Not when you woke.
Not when you woke.
When you accept all your flaws.
I got a comment today that said I realized I'm woke, and I was like, oh, they like Will. They like Will. For
I haven't
sure.
said. Have I? I don't think I've said that on anything though.
You said it on the podcast.
Really?
Yeah, I think that's when you originally first said it.
Yeah, I just like, yeah.
So how did we move in together? I think that was literally just like, oh, I need a roommate. Me too.
Yeah. I didn't like my other one.
And we lived walking distance from each other already.
Yeah.
So we're like, fuck it, let's just move in. And that was, what, 3 years ago now?
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah, three.
So
three and a half.
we've been roommates longer than we knew each other at the time, huh?
What do you mean?
We have been roommates longer than we knew each other. Yeah.
Way longer. Because,
I don't know what it would be like living without you.
28-year-old will realize.
Yeah.
I don't think when you're 28, because 28, 29, I'll be like, what, 30 something?
That'll be weird.
I don't think we're going to be living together.
Oh, no.
If we're living together, we fucked up and we are not successful.
I realize I want to, like...
We might have mansions across the street from each other.
I still like to dream.
Uh-huh.
I don't live there, but I still like to dream.
Right.
I want in my life, I realized today, driving home from work, I realized I want... what Drake did is he visualized. He went on the internet and he said one day he typed in largest pool in Los Angeles.
Right.
And he got it. Now I got a bigger pool in Yay.
Mm-hmm.
It's larger than the Playboy Mansion's pool.
If you haven't seen Drake's pool, do yourself a favor and Google Drake's pool. God damn, that thing is beautiful.
I want the largest backyard.
Garden.
Because I love gardens. Don't say which fucking gardens I go to. I'm just kidding, as if it would even fucking matter. They're so huge. But I love going to gardens. And
I don't know what gardens you go to.
Just like, it's just fun to like, absorb it.
Oh, those things you do on the weekend.
Yeah, those things I do on the weekends when I go into... It's like going in the forest, but you ain't in any
I know
danger.
you just hide in the bushes. You're like in the bushes and just waiting.
Yeah, I like looking around and seeing people. Like, I love... Oh, you need to go to these places, man. I love talking to people.
I went to the Japanese one.
Yeah, you actually did go to the Japanese garden.
It's really cool.
That one's fucking incredible.
It's weird. Like, there's like a different kind of birds and stuff there, and it's like you can fly away.
Yeah.
Why do you live here?
I was wondering that too.
Like, you can easily fly away, yet you choose. I mean, I know it's beautiful, but like, do you know that? Can you comprehend that?
I don't know. I guess they just know that that's the environment that they want. You know?
It matches where their homeland is.
Only humans are like, no, I want to live over here.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna change it up. I'm tired of Van Nuys.
That's the difference. Yeah, animals don't. Well, actually, animals do migrate, but just a lot slower. That's why we have some animals that are in the same part of the planet.
But they also do it for a purpose.
Yeah,
they're not just like, I want to live closer to a Starbucks.
Yeah,
like they're doing.
They're like, oh shit, all the food is going that way.
Or if we stay here, we're freezing to death.
Yeah.
So we need to fly away. The humans just move for dumb reasons. Like, we've never stayed at a place longer than the lease.
Yeah.
Like a 1 year lease.
Because we just feel like we got to go. I like the place we live at now, though.
But honestly, it's like, even though I hate fucking moving, when you finally get settled, it's like, oh, this is a new environment. I can be inspired in a different way. Like,
and dude, when you switched rooms with me, that's changed my life.
Yeah, it's like we moved. Me too. Like, this is, I've been more productive than I mean, obviously with the job, without having the job, but like I keep like,
this is what you
before
needed.
I would go on my computer and sit on Facebook, and then like I realize, like every now and then, I'll catch myself like, why am I reading this bullshit?
Yeah.
But like here, I'm like, all I'm doing is just fucking making music. If I'm not, I'm like watching tutorials on how to make better music.
And what I needed is I lived a life of only doing that. What I needed in my life was to fucking lay down. Mm-hmm. And that's what your
maybe
room
you
is.
got the lay down room.
I got the lay down room for sure.
The master bedroom is now called the lay down room.
Hell yeah, it is definitely the lay down room. Mm-hmm. Because I mean, I'm not unproductive because obviously I still do a lot of things. Mm-hmm. But like, it's giving me the chance to just like, I couldn't do this. I couldn't open my legs like this in here. I mean, I know I'm in that room again right now and doing what I'm doing, saying that I couldn't do in the room. I know I'm not telling like, but like,
what exactly are you doing?
I just like, I feel like my bed fits in that room.
What does that mean? Give me a word for that.
Woo! Working out the appendages.
Is that stretching?
Yeah.
Is that another subtle plug to William Haynes' jogging video on his YouTube channel?
Okay, that video, I was like, I'm dead serious, all right, y'all? I'm dead serious about that shit.
If you haven't watched it, go watch it, all right? Also, go watch one of my videos. I started uploading vlogs weekly about the music process, all right? I put up another one today. I do it every Monday. So when you're listening to the podcast, there's most likely a new episode up. Let's do the last email, shall we?
Darren's got good eyes cinematically.
I got a good eyeball in here. This is another Drake question. Should we do it?
Especially.
But it's
we talked.
All right. Then I have a different one. Hey, Darren and Will. Recently, my friend Taylor and I ordered a She Didn't Text Back signed poster from you. Being the good friends that I am, I ordered them both and asked her to pay me back. I received the posters and pulled the first one out, which Will had signed, Mommy, come on, and to which Darren had signed, Sorry. I thought this was absolutely wonderful, but the second poster that came out only had your signatures, which is fine, but my friend and I are now in a battle to own the personally signed one. We're asking that the two of you come up with a way to decide who gets the poster. There could be some trivia questions, or you could just decide who gets it. Whatever way, we would really appreciate a solution.
The other friend that didn't write the email.
It's weird because my initial thought was the one writing the email gets it. I like how we both went opposite ways.
Yeah.
Let's see some trivia. Let's do a trivia. What's something that like you only know if you listen to like the first couple episodes, or maybe even the podcast before this one? Let's see. What's some old shit?
She didn't take it back trivia. There was something that we were doing before the podcast that became the podcast. It was things we did as friends, you and me. And we would go into our living room and cover ourselves.
Oh, what was this called?
I don't think anybody would know.
Yeah, because I didn't even know until you said that.
Yeah. I want whoever can tweet that to me first, who can remember that, we got to send them something for free.
They get a free poster.
Okay. Yeah.
There's something that Will and I used to do as friends, and this thing was called something that we made.
It's a 2-word
thing. That's all you need. If you can't get that, then I'm sorry.
If someone gives me that answer, I'd be very surprised.
But for the poster person, maybe another. If you guys don't know that answer, because I didn't even know at first. What's an easier one? Let's see. Fuck. I'm trying to think of something like hard, but this wasn't even that long ago, but they would need to do some digging. The first one to find our old home address. I said it on one of the podcasts before. William got mad. People then tweeted me photos of the house.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they did, huh?
But I set our address. First person to find the address gets the personalized poster. Done.
Wow.
Settled, right?
Wow.
That's going to be hard.
One of these is in a gated community.
What do you mean?
One of these addresses you put out. I don't know.
They'll be fine. They're in a gated community.
I never put out. I filmed a video of our empty house, and I was
really?
gonna make it, and it was gonna be sad, but I just never did it.
That reminds me of the fucking last episode of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah.
I definitely cried. That's the next shit I'm about to watch. I'm gonna get all of that.
I want to do that with you.
I would love that, because I will pull so much from that. I love that show so much.
Me too. And I would love to watch it with you. That would be great, because I loved it a lot too. Obviously, I feel like sometimes I'm like, I'm just acting like him.
Let's watch 2 episodes tonight.
Fuck you. All right,
then let's end this podcast.
Bye, y'all. See you. Gotta watch someone there.
That was a HeadGum podcast.